Seattle, Chaz, whatever it was called. Okay. The reason I think in Seattle they changed it from the Chaz to a Chop is if you look, there's some TikTokers, and again, this is a story that no one made the correlation between, but in that little region of Chaz, there was a big black dude used to have a double gun holster on his side, and he was when they had their autonomous zone crazy shit going on, he'd run around and a couple guns, whatever, someone that they found that was, a good person, and they don't like good people, and they cut him up, chopped him up, put him into a couple suitcases, took him 10 miles across to the other side of the little bay harbor, walked to the edge of a fucking pier and dumped the fucking suitcases off into the water, and then it washed up, fucking 20 feet back up onto the shore, because these guys are stupid. You don't drop a body off a pier bridge, you dumb knucklehead. What was that guy that down in L.A. or whatever did his wife over, and then she drifted back to shore, and Scott Peterson, I think the guy's name was, what are you doing? These are people who don't even know what they're doing. That guy had a boat, and he was out miles out to sea, and this shit washed up. Look, I've never killed anybody. I don't have no getting into it. You know what I mean? So leave me out of that chaos. I mean, that's evil, right? To love God is to hate evil. So I can't do evil. Okay? And if your mother wants me to do evil, I can't do evil. So to get pissed at me because I didn't want to do evil with you, I love you, but you can go fuck yourself. You know what I mean? You're gonna keep, and I would tell her, it's look, if you keep fucking riding my ass, that's the thing. Chicks, females, most of the time, look, it doesn't happen with everyone, it's not an absolute, but there's a high correlation, okay, between chicks, using children as weapons. They use it with sex, give me one, or you're not gonna get any tonight, you're not gonna get any tonight. Fuck yourself then. You keep that shit up, then I'm not gonna need you. You know what I mean? If you decondition a person that they don't need to have sex with you, and it's not on the table, then, why are you here? Okay? I mean, you're not here for sex, but if that's part of the thing, and you're not fulfilling part of that, well, and on top of it, you're just yelling and screaming at me for not going and doing evil with you, and then not giving you money on top of it, and, it's just, whatever it is. Look, I have a problem with spending a fucking $1,000 a day on you. You know what I mean? It doesn't cost $1,000 a fucking day to live. But anyway, or every other day, $500 a day, easy, Remember, every time she picks up a sack of weed, that's $500. But anyway, again, baby, I told you I was going to tell him everything. And right now I'm just talking to a videotape. Wait till we get a chance to actually have real secrets. But anyway. What the fuck was I talking about? So, at this point, I come home. Let me go back to that part then, I guess. I was at work, and I get another call from your mother, right? The day that I walked out on your mother, I left her. I said, I'm not leaving my son, and I want this to be absolutely clear. You're going to take him every day. My great-grandmother is going to be our midway station. Okay? I'm not leaving him, I'm leaving you. That's exactly what the fuck I said. Basically, and that's the thing. Dimitri, I want you to understand. Let me go back, let me call you Booger, because that was your name. Okay, give you a little boogie board, I called you Booger, that was your name. Booger. You know what I mean? Because Booger is a booger. A booger is not up your nose. A booger's a boogie boarder, a surfer, a boogie boarder. At the time, my legs, I had just gotten a motorcycle wreck, and so I couldn't really stand, I couldn't get up onto a surfboard at that point. I had to use boogie boards for a while, just to get out in the water. But anyway, I called you Booger. It's a complete aficionado, you know what I mean? An affectionate term, you know what I mean? And it was the dearest one. If you went out into a surf crew, I speak to you right now, you're 22 years old right now. If you were in the city you were born in, okay? If you were in Santa Cruz, right? Aptos, but if you were in Santa Cruz, okay? If we were still there, or, your name was Booger, you'd be the coolest fucking kid in school, dude. I'll tell you that shit right now. Everyone know exactly what the fuck that was. You'd be training since you were fucking, able to fucking get in the water. You know what I mean? and then you go through your life. Okay? Do you know what space camp is? Well, let me talk before I forget about that one. Okay, Huntsville, Alabama, space camp. Okay, I talk about when I was working at NASA at lunchtime before I got, invited over to Jason's house for the little parties, the little weekend warrior sessions. At first, it's like unless you go down, move into Jason's neighborhood, into, if you want to move into the apartment complex, put it like that. Okay, you go down to Jason's house. It's a long fucking way, dude. You got to go down to La Jolla. Okay, La Jolla is San Diego. It's a kind of a nice. It's where the school is. But anyway, Les Giesel, right? Oh, yeah. So I come home one day. I'll get back to that one. Your mother calls me up at work, and she says what? She says baby food or code word or whatever the fuck it was at that point. Basically, she got a hookup from Capos that there was going to be a fucking, instead of 250 or instead of 500 for a sack, she can get for 250 or a super deal, 195, dude, $195 for an ounce, dude. Let's go, hurry, quick, he's gotta get. How, I'm kind of repeating a conversation I had with her at that one point in politeness, okay, in ancient Greece. Again, you and I are Greek, but like it was called a polis, a P-O-L-I-S. That's where we get polite from. Police comes from that, okay. A metropolis, a megalopolis, okay. It's a polis, okay. Before all of that, I just was like, how is it that you're yelling at me and calling me? And you're going to cost me my job here, okay? You're making me look bad, okay? Everything at NASA is surveilled. All the phones are recorded. They're transcribed. Do you understand? And when that happens, they get read. And when you call my job saying I don't have baby food, and they're paying me 6 figures, that's a problem. That's a problem. It makes me look like a fucking irresponsible. Man, what's wrong with you? So I get home. I come back. I get back to the house. I just was like, look, I walk in. The way she was every day, she never do shit. I'd have to keep buying. I went and bought us a fucking dishwasher in an apartment that didn't have one. I had to buy a special one because it was a portable one, which was really full size, but it had an extension that didn't have to screw into the wall permanently. You could hook it up to the sink fixture and just, do a quick release on it. Okay? Remember Circuit City before they went out of existence? But anyway, you probably don't. But like, and had to try and carry a fucking dishwasher up a fucking flight of stairs, dude. For fuck's sake, dude. I was just like, because she would sit there and leave fucking dirty dishes in the fucking sink and just never wash them, never fucking clean them, never fucking. I mean, I clean my shit, dude. And that's the thing. You can't say like, oh, we just wanted to cook dinner. No. I clean my shit. I don't sit my shit in the fucking sink. It's like, well, you take your food and you set it in the sink and pour some water in it. Oh, I'm soaking it. It's just soaking. I'm on it, don't trip. I'm on it, don't trip. Okay? And then she just put another in, she doesn't clean it, okay? I'm not going to ride her ass. I'm not going to, like, again, if I start riding her ass, well, then all of a sudden I become the asshole. That's not in my personal nature. Well, why would I want to do that? Search deep for that. Okay? Your habit pattern, not you, carrying on the conversation, it's like your habit patterns are affecting me adversely. I don't care what anybody else does. As long as you don't affect me adversely, I'm cool. As long as you don't fuck my shit up, okay, I don't know if you know what adversely means. Okay, as long as you don't fuck my shit up, I'm cool, dude. Don't bring me fucking drama. Hold on, my drama. Oh, someone's slamming shit. I was like, what the fuck? All I got to look at is the screen with the video camera. And so I'd be polite about it. Okay? Again, you and I are Greek. Your mother is not. Okay? Granted, we have other ethnicities in it, but the most prominent, okay? Your great-grandfather, my grandfather, was Greek, 100%. 100%. Okay? So, you know, that would be of the more prominent. Okay? Like, because, like, each tier exponentially as you want to do your ethnicity, you know what I mean? Like, right now I'm talking to you, and you're with your mother, but she married a Filipino guy, okay? And the Filipino guy already had 3 kids. And then he went and had another kid after she had you, named him Alexander. You know what I mean? Well, why did she choose that name? Because I named you Demetrius. I named you Demetrius Ferreros. She couldn't spell it. Demitrius Ferreros. Who is Demitrius Ferreros? Demitrius Ferreros was the founder of built the libraries of Alexandria. He's the one that stocked the libraries of Alexandria. Ancient Egypt, the cradle of the museum, the muse. Okay, what are your amusement? What attracts your attention? It was a museum, the library at Alexandria. Okay, and okay, that's who you were named for. When you were born, if you know what astrology is, it's kind of like looking at, the planets, and kind of like, like your mother was really into like this Kundalini shit with fucking chakras, and she wanted to be a fucking mind reader, Berkeley Psychic Institute and shit. I'm just like, look, dude, I've got a PhD in like hard fucking physics. Not at that point, but at that point I was just like, look, dude, at that point I just was in organic chemistry and physical chemistry. As far as my college, aside from all the other different fillers, I would go and find different colleges to go to if I wanted to take a course. Like I wanted to go to one school because I had a judo course. Okay, my first 4 years I was I spent my first 4 years down at UC Santa Cruz, organic chemistry, physical chemistry, double major with a mathematics, physics, computer science, triple emphasis. Okay, well, that was the main focus. After your mother, I spent 3 years down at UC San Diego. Why? Because I was talking about Jason's house. Okay, Dr. X said that Professor Y said that I was invited to go to Jason's house for a little cameo shindig weekend barbecue party, okay, a little weekend warrior type of number, and go down and, see if you guys get along. Do some chit-chat, see what happens, and, do you like the conversation? I mean, don't, you're going to be going down hanging out with a bunch of Nobel laureates. Don't think that you're going to, be on top of everything that's there. The thing is like, I see the world for kind of like what it is. I look outside of the abstract, and like I can see the bigger picture. And at the job that I have, well, shit, the dinosaurs used to exist on this planet, right? And they got extinct. They got wiped out. And Pangea, all the continents were together. Okay, well, that's a long kind of conversation, but this Earth went through a collision. Pluto and Charon, okay, way out of the Pharon. Pluto and Chiron, okay, like at the 6.8 billion miles away from the Sun, okay, are 2 concentrically orbiting celestial bodies of mass. They go in a renegade or retrograde. I wouldn't say retrograde because it's not phase shift upon angle at parallax, but it's more of like it's going the opposite direction. I'll explain it like this. Our planet spins, okay? I talked about earlier about the sun rising and setting, stars coming out at night, stupid people, stulti, okay? Well, the planet spins about 13 gigahertz, okay, but it's like a tire tread. I don't know if you've got a dog or cats or whatever else like that, but you got a nice little brick house. I wish you guys would take better care of your lawn, okay? But like, again, I just found you a couple weeks ago, and like, I got like on a pinpoint. Now, whether that's accurate as of current date, I do not know. That's why I said I wasn't going to go knocking on your door. I was going to go straight to the police department, talk to them, lay everything out. No, I don't want to try and arrest people. I want them to make contact with you specifically. You're 22. You're old enough to talk to me, not through some intermediary.